I'm not really the most politically charged channel, and I never will be. I like being a variety creator, but I do like to speak out on certain issues. Obviously, I've had the video with Shyla. I was gonna say Shyla Buff, Shyla Hendricks. I've had the video about that one white kid who went to Black Lives Matter protests and killed him. I forget his name. Um, and I've had the video where I talked to Corey and Marvin about stuff. But because it is Pride, I want to just sort of share my thoughts on something that's been bothering me for years now that always happens every Pride. You know, um, to begin, begin for reals. This video is gonna be more just me rambling. It's not edited. It's probably not gonna be edited. It's probably not gonna be scripted. Well, that's definitely not scripted. You could probably already tell. But I'm just gonna be speaking from my heart. Now, sorry about that. That was my email, not yours. Um, so we see that every Pride Month, there will always be like a large opposition, like, oh, why did they get Pride? Where's Men's Mental Health Month? Where's Veterans Month? Where's Straight Pride Month? These are like probably three of the most common criticisms of Pride Month, and I just kind of want to address them all right now. And I just want to say before anything else, stop using your misunderstanding or stop disguising your misunderstanding of a group of people, the LGBTQ plus community. Stop disguising your hatred for them with like concern for fake concerns with other people, you know, because at the end of the day, you don't care about veterans, you don't care about men's mental health, and you don't care about straight pride. Because if you did, you would not be complaining. You would be actively working towards making these situations better. But no, you go on Twitter, you go on Instagram, you go blah 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 blah, and you comment, get 20 million likes. People tell you why you're wrong, and you will not listen to why you're wrong. You will continue down the train of perpetuating hate to the most victimized groups in our society. And I'm not just talking about the LGBTQ plus community. I'm talking about veterans and also not well, men aren't the most victimized group in our society, but like their mental health is not taken as serious as other groups in society, and that's also a problem. So to begin, I just wanted to say that men do have mental health month. I think it's in November or it was last month. I'm pretty sure it's November. Or no, it is June. Right, right. It is June. But, just because these 2 months happen to interlapse doesn't mean that they can't both be celebrated. You know, if you really cared about men's mental health, you would make the effort to host events, make like organizations similar to the LGBTQ plus community, and you would like actively show interest in supporting men's mental health rather than tearing down another group that you just simply don't like. Like it's not. It's very clear that that's not what it's about. Just how like when people say like, oh, save the children from woke ideology. You care about saving the children until it's time for them to pay taxes, and suddenly children don't need to eat free lunch anymore. They don't. The parents should um, it's their job, it's their responsibility. But you don't. They can't rely on the government for that. They don't care about them getting proper nutrition. They only care about them when they're a political bargaining tool for to push their. I'm chewing gum right now. I kind of eat this like candy. But they only care when they're a political bargaining tool that they can use to sort of push their narrative and feel more truly. Um, I don't even know what word I was trying to go for there. But like, you don't care about kids. You just want to use them as a tool to seem morally. There you go. Morally superior to your opposition. You don't care. If you did, you would try. You wouldn't cut funding to different educational organizations. You wouldn't cut funding to SNAP and Medicaid. You wouldn't, view like parents who aren't able to take care of their children as lazy. You wouldn't say that. But you only care about them when they're an effective tool to push your narrative against the woke left. It's ridiculous. It's very silly to fake your outrage about this. Now, yes, men's mental health is important. I'm not saying that. But two things can be. There's like it's basically the same thing as saying like why do you say Black Lives Matter when all lives matter? You know, yeah, all lives of course matter, but you're not really making a good point. For the second point, Veterans Month should be June instead of Pride Month. Dog, there are like 5 trillion days for veterans. There's like at least more than like six scattered throughout the year, and May is also Veterans Month, so it shows how much or Military Appreciation Month, I think. So it shows how much you fucking care about the armed forces that you. Oh, you want to respect so bad. No, you don't. You just want to tear down other groups. It's never been about respect. It's never been about caring, and it's never been about anything besides tearing down marginalized groups in society. That's all it's been about. And it's painfully obvious. The virtue signaling of we're just trying to return to normalcy is clear. It's very on the nose. It cannot get more on the nose. If you really cared about men's mental health or the military, you would be out there organizing events for them. But no, you're not. That's the whole point I'm trying to make right now. You're just if you if you cared, you would put your money where your mouth is. And the last point I'm gonna cover is um, when people say shit like "Where's Straight Pride Month?" You got this is like saying like "Where's White History Month?" Do you know when Straight Pride Month is? The other fucking 11 months of the year, man. You don't need more time to think. Like straight isn't ostracized in society. I saw a post, and it was like name a country in which straight people are oppressed, and so many fucking people put the U.S. Do you know what oppression is? Because I don't think you people do. I really don't. Like, if you think being oppressed is not being able to call people the F slur, that's not oppression. Or if you think it's when Bud Light puts one trans athlete or model, I don't know what I don't remember what it was. The whole thing was silly, but puts one trans like famous person on a can of beer, on one single can of beer that wasn't getting distributed, and you threw a fit. That's not oppression. There is no straight oppression. There is no white genocide. You are still the predominantly ruling class in America. So that's why there's no straight pride. And again, if you wanted it, you could organize it. It would be silly. It would be insensitive. It would probably be problematic because people would hold signs saying that how much they hate gay people. And also, objectively, it kind of shows how much you hate gay people. But do it. Stop talking on the internet and do it. Anyways, happy Pride, everyone. Sorry this is coming out so late in Pride Month. Hey, coming out.